Hey guys, hope you're having a good day. This is Kyle from Clean Air Events here with another Far UVC unit review. Today we are reviewing the BioAbundance MyLumens UVpro. This is a 13 watt Far UVC unit using the Care 222 UCO bulb, so it's safe to be around for the skin and the eyes, a fully filtered unit. And this is given to us by BioAbundance in the Silicon Valley area to review. Now, full disclosure, I was gifted this in exchange for a review, and I was also told that I could say whatever I wanted to as well. So these are my honest thoughts, having used it at a couple events in the field over this wedding season. It is a full-on metal unit, apart from the Care 222 bulb right here. It is, I don't know, I'd say about, 5 or 6 pounds, I'd say. 5 pounds. Not light, not heavy, solid. You feel like you're getting a solid product with this. It has two different latch attachments in terms of mounting. You have a wall bracket right here with another attachment that comes with this. I have not used this in this application, but it comes where you're able to put it on a wall and then run the long cable down to the ground, making sure that you get it 7 or so feet off the ground for optimum height. It also has a tripod attachment right here, which this is new for any Far UVC product that I've used. Right here on the bottom and right here on the top. So depending on how you want to attach this, what I did is I had my tripod stand and I unhooked the attachment right here, screwed it in, put it on the tripod stand, clamped it in, and then I was able to angle it as I needed. Also, that allowed me to move it around the venue. I had it on the sweetheart table for the most part of the time. Then I moved it to more kind of like around dancing in conjunction with the other Far UVC products that I use to make sure that the whole dance floor was covered. So I feel confident that it was super mobile in that way. With the Care 222 filter here, it also has a carbon filter that absorbs any ozone that may be put out. As we know with these products, there's a little bit of ozone, but that's not any different than your printer or your refrigerator or anything like that. And it's so small that the room has to have zero airflow with items like this, with this level of ozone, to even register that it's there. So it's nothing, in my opinion, to be worried about at all. It's just a fact of products like this, much like products that you have in your home. It has that filter there and a sensor, so when people get about 3 or 4 feet in front of it, it turns off for a couple seconds and turns back on. What I chose to do is there's an alteration on the back where you're able to flip these switches back here and you are able to make sure that the unit stays on the entirety of the time. It's not battery powered, so that's not an issue of whether or not it's going to be able to use more power being on all the time. It will use more power, right, just because by default, but it's plugged in. And so I really feel like this is like a solid unit. Like I feel like if I dropped this, this wouldn't dent. You can see the metal housing around there and then another housing around that. What do I really like about this? I like this attachment on the bottom right here. This made it really mobile. I had the tools already in terms of a tripod stand for my camera system to have it up, to move it around as needed. I can see how people might want to have another attachment on top. I don't know what you would use this for. I guess you could turn it upside down, but I don't know why you'd do that because it'd just be right here. But I like that it is versatile in that way. I like that it comes in white, it comes in black, and I like the white because it goes with my stereo setup for my DJ business. And it kind of blends in there. What I always like to do is create some kind of minimalist presentation, and this blends in nicely. Being that it is a UCO 15 watt bulb, this sits around the same power as every other unit that uses that bulb. Excuse me. With the Care 222 filter as mentioned. I know originally when I looked at it, I was a little bummed out that it did not have a higher output instead of 15 watts, but that is just the majority of these units, unless you're looking at the Stereo Ray Saber. Every other unit pretty much operates at that 15 watt capacity and power outage. And again, that covers about 1,300 square feet and about 30 feet out, I believe, if I'm doing the math correctly there. One of the things that I also wanted to point out is this was sent to me by Erickson Lopez. a CEO of BioAbundance in his mid-20s, a young dude, a smart dude, wants to be a part of the solution for the COVID-conscious, COVID-aware community, and making sure that people have their tools to keep them safe, to make sure that people are educated, a very customer-focused company who wants to make sure that you're getting the product for you and your specific needs. I would recommend this right up there like I would with the Far UV Krypton Shield. It sits in that same kind of level of power and capacity, in my opinion. One thing that I do wish is that it had the attachment to have a stand much like a hardcore lighting stand like the Sterile Ray does, and also the Krypton Shield. But again, it's not a deal breaker, it's just what I'm used to. So I just had to get used to the idea of having this up on a tripod stand. Also, if I want to make it look a little prettier, I can also get those scrims that people use on their speaker stands only for a tripod stand. But those are details. Overall, I'm very happy with this. Again, it's very sturdy. If you're talking about transporting this, I can put this in a Pelican 1510 small, I'd say it's like 1 foot by 2.5 feet Pelican case, and I was able to fit this in there and my tripod stand and the power adapter. So in terms of portability, in terms of taking something on a car ride, you're not going to have to just throw this in the box it came in. There are ways to make sure that you're able to transport it safely. Where would I use this? Well, this is at 15 watts, not something to cover an entire room with. If I had 4 of these and I wanted to cover the 4 corners of a small room to create that kind of overlay of coverage from these units, that's what I would do. I would make sure that I had 1 in each corner. I would use these for doctor's visits. I would use these for dentist visits. I would use them for small worship rooms. Again, something that's really easy to put up, especially when you have that easily transportable option, as I mentioned, with like a Pelican case, for example. I highly encourage you to reach out to this company. Really, really nice people. I've had a great relationship so far with them talking about this. I know you saw my previous review in the field at a wedding, but I wanted to make sure that I did a hands-on review with this, let you guys know what it looks like in my hands, and that I would put that right up there with the Krypton Shield. For my money and my experience, I would say Sterile Ray, Far UV Technologies, and BioAbundance right now are the big threes, both in price access and in usability, and what I know they do in caring about making sure they're providing a safe product to people. In my situation I have with them for receiving this and doing a review, they also provided me with a discount code. So make sure that you look in the comments below. You're able to find that discount code. Make sure if you reach out to them or buy it off their website, you are able to enter that discount code to make sure that they know that you heard about it here and that they can compensate you with a discount as such for your time for listening to this video. Again, BioAbundance, My Lumens, UVpro, knock knock, heavy duty. Don't put it that close to your face. 6 feet away, 7 feet up. Let me know if you guys have any questions. All right, thank you, BioAbundance. Appreciate you guys. All right, let me know what you think. Take care. Stay safe. Mask up.